tried to hold us back, to hold us, tried to hold us back.
We will be here forever.
This week I catch up with skateboarder, founder of the Salamat Skateboard project, in which he donates tons, literally tons of quality used and new skateboards to children in the Philippines. It's Mr. Ray Martz. Ray takes us on a journey through his life so far, from his early days growing up in Canberra to his movements around Australia and to where he is now in life. Top bloke. Some people know him as Ray Ray, and I like that, Ray Ray. It's almost like a DJ name, like DJ Ray Ray. But he shares really openly and honestly, which I always love, you know. His vulnerability about what it's like to be a single dad, I think people will find interesting. We delve into that a little bit, but talk about all the good work he does and the events he's holding in the Philippines and giving the gift of skateboarding to those that really need it in underprivileged areas of the world. Good dude. I think you'll like it. I liked it. So sit back, relax, get to know Mr. Ray Martz. Ray Ray.
Child of the light, styles of the neon belong to a culture destined to rock for eons. Time doesn't exist. Shut those cataracts, capture the virtualist. Now, let's get back to what makes things seem forever, whether it's unseen, unheard, or 16 again. Not a bother, fill this old man.
So that's like your nickname, Ray Ray.
Yeah, I'm Raymond, but my niece and nephew always called me Ray Ray.
I love it. It's rad.
And it's a Filipino thing as well. Everyone's like ding dong and bobo and yeah.
It's funny, like when you say things twice, it sounds better.
Yeah, well, that's what I always say. I'm so good, you got to say it twice. You won't forget it then, Ray Ray.
I want to be called like Shan. Yeah, it works. Shan. I've always wanted to be a DJ, like DJ Shan. Yeah. Thanks, Ray.
I always wanted to be Revs, even though I'm not into cars, but my initials are RPM.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us your middle name?
Philip.
Oh, that's pretty
Philippines.
nice. Oh.
Not named after, but just by chance.
You feel pretty connected to the Philippines, don't you?
Heaps.
Tell me why.
I don't know. My ex-wife was Filipino. So that's sort of where it started. I also just love traveling and, it's just been something that, and somewhere where I just kind of connected with. And it's just grown more and more since.
What do you like about the people? Like, what are some characteristics that stand out?
Mainly just they're just happy with so little. And they just love just being, you know, everything's just easy. They smile through everything. They're resilient with everything. They lose everything and they start again and they're still smiling. Like they don't complain about, you know, the little things that we all whinge about here, you know, that just ruin our day. And they're just happy, simple people. It's just beautiful. Like, yeah.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah.
It's true. Every time I go to maybe a developing country of some kind, it's always the thing that stands out the most. The people with the least seem the happiest.
Yep. Yeah, it's something I've really had to learn because I'm a collector by nature. I'm a hoarder almost. You know, it's almost a disease. But yeah, I'm learning to let go of things and just enjoy simple things. Just be happy, not worry about the crap that can ruin your day if you focus on the crap. It's just like, look, the sun's shining, it's a great day. That's all you need to worry about, you know? You're breathing, you're above ground, it's good.
Gratitude.
Yep.
Do you think there's a lot of gratitude over there?
Yeah, sort of. It's a funny culture. Like they are super grateful and they're super happy and they're friendly and yeah, but it's also a little bit something I've had to learn over there is that because so many have so little, it's almost expectant that people that have more just give, you know, and that's something that I had to learn over there as well, that it's okay to just give, it's not a trade-off, you know, like.
So it's almost expected if you have a lot?
Yeah. and being a fat white guy, it's pretty easy for them to think that I've got money or whatever, and doing the stuff I do seems obviously I'm generous, so that
Noticed.
it's it's kind of hard to I guess
Going to manage it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, do they? I mean, is there times where there's elements that want to take advantage?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's something you're aware of.
yeah, and it's hard because there's great people, and even the people that are the greatest sometimes take advantage, and you've got to just put those boundaries there.
Okay.
And it's just a natural thing, because from the poorest of the poor over there, if they ask and they get that could be a meal for their whole family. It's just ingrained into the culture there a little, because they have to just try to get whatever they can.
And so would you say a bit more community focused in that way?
Yeah, it's very community. Like that's another thing I love about it there. The just general community and family as part of the community is such a big thing. Of an afternoon, like there's the whole families go to the parklands or the boulevard along the waterfront, and they all go as a family and they all do everything as a family, and that's something that's really cool.
And the grandparents too.
Yeah,
I know that's a big one in those cultures where the grandparents live with you.
Yeah.
A lot. That's common. They're not put into maybe retirement housing and things like that.
No. And just even aunties and uncles and extended family is such a big thing. And because sometimes families, like the mum and dad, might even not live with the kids at all because they work overseas to send money back.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, that's quite a disjointed family in a way. Like we'd see it as really disjointed, but then they grow up with their aunties and uncles and sort of this other extended family as part of the whole thing.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Because it challenges the notion of what is a family. Like it can be more than just the biological parents. It's all the extended family.
Yeah.
Like it's like that saying that goes, takes a village to raise a child.
Yeah.
It's beyond the parents.
That's very much over there. And sometimes it's a good thing. And then other times, like I know firsthand that sometimes it's not a great thing, and it can mess up some families and, from not growing up with the parents and stuff.
I mean, you seem like a pretty happy guy naturally. Do you find when you're over there you're a different person or you're a happier person?
Heaps happier over there.
Like, why? Because you feel more relaxed?
Yeah, just more relaxed. I just try to really dive into the community as well. They're all sort of very welcoming, and if you give a little, they give so much back. And not so much in terms of actual stuff, but just the kindness and the invites, and that they all look after you. You get the crew that come around and they're just like, they're just great people. Once they see that you're doing things in a genuine thing, you're trying to help and you're being nice, then it all comes back. And so, like generally here, like if I was to go to a pub or something, I'm quite a shy person. Like I retract back and wait for things to happen, and I don't sort of go out of my way to talk to people too much. Not that I'm a snob, but I'm just quite shy, a little bit insecure and whatever. Whereas over there, especially with what I'm doing, I feel like a rock star sometimes, so it's really cool. And that's also a pretty comforting feeling to be there.
And let's just delve into it really quickly. Let's get it out of the way early, and we'll go back and forth with it. But tell us what you're doing over there with your project, and what is it? Tell us the name. Go for it.
Yep. Well, I run Salamat Skateboard project. It's basically a charity that donates skate gear from here in Australia over to the Philippines, and anything from, obviously boards, trucks, wheels, decks, and clothing and shoes and pretty much anything skate related at all. Hats, everything, stickers, whatever. And so I basically send it over every couple of months. I go over and then look at holding events over there, get them organised. And then just part of the events is giving out the skateboards to the people. So,
like skate jams or skate comps? Or?
we do comps. It's so much more than just like, here's a skateboard. It's it's really character building. It's supporting each little skate community all throughout the different areas of the Philippines. Like I've been 6 times now in the last 2 years, and pretty much gone north to south all across the Philippines. And some events have been massive with big people, like big turnouts, like hundreds of people. Like my very first event was massive. And like I had all the gear but no idea.
No idea as in like how to distribute it?
Yeah, and it got crazy.
And you didn't realise like how needed it was?
Yeah.
So it is needed?
Oh, massively.
So for those that don't know, there is a strong skate scene in the Philippines.
It's really, really strong. Like it's partly because of the community that comes just through skateboarding, but then also through the Philippines, and it gives them something really positive to be doing. So they're just into it so much. So like if you ever look at any of the YouTube clips of their Go Skate Days, they're pretty massive. And like there's other guys that have been there and done vlogging of the different skate scenes, and you've got some sort of bigger names coming out of there now, like Margie Didal that was an Olympian, and she's sponsored by Red Bull and
does the SLS events.
Yep. But yeah, even just some of the other like national riders for the Philippines that are all really good.
I mean, you mentioned Margie, excuse me. What's the standard like overall, though?
It's good.
Okay,
yeah.
So it is pretty good.
It's really good, yeah.
Okay.
Mostly all street, but they're getting into the park stuff now as well.
Right.
Because street, obviously, you can just skate anywhere. And, they're getting some really good, big in size, quality skate parks now as well. So Margie kind of put skateboarding on the map for the Philippines. So their government basically went, oh, this is cool. Like this girl went to the Olympics and we're going to spend some money on this. And it's been really cool. Then, the other guys get to follow on from that. And there's great skaters. They really, really just massively talented. And I think part of that is their ingrained resilience that they have. Like skateboarding teaches resilience so much anyway, but they have that built into them from just their lifestyle, living in poverty and dealing with what they have to daily. And so then when they get a skateboard, they just commit to it. They commit to throwing themselves downstairs like little kids. They're just ripping, like really, really good skaters.
So how are they accessing skate products? I mean, I'm assuming there's skate shops, but how affordable is it for the average Filipino? Have you got any comparisons on what it would cost them or how they can afford things?
They're kind of probably only the last 5 years, the skate shops and the access to quality stuff has started to come through the Philippines a bit. Prior to that, it was basically people from overseas, relatives or whatever, bought stuff over and they, had some stuff. Most of the people can't afford the really good quality stuff, like the big name brands that we're all used to here. There's obviously a couple of guys that are sponsored. There's a guy there called Motic, who's like known as the king of pop. He just does massive ollies. He's legend. Such a great guy.
Can ollie over stuff.
Ollie over wheelie bins.
Like Donga. Do you remember Donga from the early 90s?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he was the same. Could ollie anything.
But like he's sponsored by Zero and Carryuma shoes and And he's one of the guys that I was following on YouTube and watching clips and stuff. And that was part of my inspiration to see him improving, plus the community around him, and like they were skating in just like there's this old abandoned conference center that they skate in, and it's like windows are smashed, the glass everywhere. It's just such a trash building, but they can skate in it because it's undercover, so they skate there all the time. Like it's just about to be pulled down, and they're building a new building there. But yeah, that was kind of the spot for a long time in Cebu.
And just developing like skaters in the same, like just the scene was just producing good skaters.
Yeah. So many communities we've been to are basically they get like the size of a tennis court of cement that they're allocated as their skate spot.
Okay. So it's all DIY vibes.
Like there's bigger parks now, but for the last 5 years,
DIY.
DIY. Just a rail. They chain up to a tree or whatever and then drag it out. Yeah.
I love DIYs. Like, honestly, I'd skate a DIY over a skate park any day.
And they're really proud of that spot too. Like the locals are just like, man, that's our spot. And it's really cool to see that. And so that's part of what the events that we hold are about, is connecting with those little communities that have only got that spot. We talk to their local governments. We, even invite the governments to come in and have like a representative there while we're doing the event to see. We've met with mayors of different communities, like going straight to the top of the community to make that connection for the skaters.
Okay. But you're doing that.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so like what are you trying to achieve from those discussions in terms of how you can, or how the government can support what you're doing? Okay.
Yeah, it's about just kind of showing the kids the right way to do things. And if they want to have a competition or everything over there is there's a lot of paperwork behind everything. Like in terms of
more than Australia?
Yeah.
No.
Like getting permits and stuff for events
Really?
and everything. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Interesting.
So, like when I say we, I'm talking about, I teamed up with a guy called Malachi over there, who's just a legend. I'll talk about him probably more through the thing, but he organises the permits and that for my events, and we just combine. He does these events called Skate and Educate, and so we combine together. I supply some stock for him to hold his events even when I'm not there.
Yep.
And so it's about, as I said, connecting with the kids, trying to identify sort of some of the skate leaders in that group, like the kind of elders in the skate community, give them a bit of a role and show them that they're important and for the kids to look up to them.
Yeah.
And then building that connection with the local government so that they know that, this skate community exists and it's important for these kids and it's something that, is a good, positive thing.
Yeah.
Because there's still a little bit of that old rebellious feral skater stigma there.
Outcasts.
Yeah. So, but by us going to the government, and even if we just say, hey, we're in town to do this event, blah, 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 it shows them that we're serious about looking after them as well. And
have they been receptive?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's good. So hopefully then maybe they'll start allocating funding to more projects.
It's about, as I said, then we've made that connection. So if the skaters, once we leave town, if the skaters go to them, they'll remember, these guys came and they talked about the skate scene and, blah, blah, blah. And it just builds that bridge for the skaters to do it the right way.
I was just thinking, like you said, there's a lot of DIYs. Like, I wonder if there's like, and you said that they really, they own the DIY, like, so they're very protective of it, right? Yep. Like, that's what I love about it. There's like an investment there and there's more appreciation. Whereas like, if you just get given everything all the time, like skate parks, are the kids really appreciating? Yeah. Where we have an abundance of them.
Yep.
Like I was thinking about the Belzer. There's a DIY down in Wollongong where I'm from called Belzer DIY, and I remember when it started, it was just an old netball court or basketball court, and I remember when we just put a manual pad there, and then it's evolved now to like everything you can think of, slappy curbs, ledges, there's a mini ramp, quarter pipes. They're doing all these fundraisers, and it's because the community, and like, you know, they're having bands there, and brands like Passport and some other bigger brands are like supporting it. And it's like, it's because there's a sense of ownership.
Yep.
Is that what you're, and that's what you find over
That's
there?
what we try to foster into the kids in those. That's why we go to these little communities. And, you know, it's not about going to where the big skate parks are. Like I as I said, 6 times I've been over there. I've never been to a skate park in Manila. There's several of them, and there's some really good ones, but I've never seen one because we go the smaller, and we look after the little communities, and you know, just tell the kids that, you know, they're seen and they're part of the bigger skate world.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the things that I say to them is that skateboarding can connect you with people everywhere. You know,
Hell yeah.
I'm a white guy from Australia, and here I am cruising around the Philippines and, you know, connecting with skaters. It doesn't matter who you are. Once you're a skater, you speak the same language.
Special, hey?
Yeah.
So special. Man, I've noticed like you're a master of accumulating donations. Yep. And I think it's also because people really see you doing something positive and they believe in you. So then I think that makes it easier too when they see the authenticity there. Like, can you tell us like basically like, you know, maybe how many donations you've received and, you know, how you're then distributing it so it's done in a way that's fair to these communities? Like, I'm sure you run into issues there. Is that a problem with people over there?
Yeah, it can be. As I said, the very first event I had, I sent about 130 boards, but there was 350 people turned up to the event.
Okay.
And people like called buses for 4 hours to be there. And I didn't know if there was going to be 5 people there. I had no idea. Like I hopped out of the car and I had to have security because people literally mobbed me. Like I was a nobody then. I hadn't even done any events.
But word got out.
Yeah, word got out just through social media, and it just got crazy. And yeah, we end up having to deal with that. We had to line up everyone's boards on the ground, and it was like this massive snake of boards. Yeah. And we went along and we picked out.
Assessed them.
Yeah, basically the ones that were really trashed or bad. And yeah, then we collected, you know, sort of 70 boards or whatever and put them up on the table, and it was literally one by one. Who owns this board?
Okay.
Come and get one.
Amazing.
And it worked. It was a good system, but it was also pretty crazy. And there was still, like, because 130 boards wasn't enough for 350 people, there was 250 people that were pissed off because they didn't get stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so part of the working with Malachi, I've learnt that sometimes less is more, you know.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, instead of it just being like Oprah, here's a board, here's a board, here's a board, like, yeah.
Well, then I guess it creates like a feeding frenzy and then a pack mentality, and then people, like you said, feeling hard done by.
Yep. You know, whereas I thought 130 boards was pretty bloody generous, but then I still got hate for not having enough. So, yeah. But yeah, as I said, that's part of why we now go to some of the smaller locations, because it has a bigger impact. Like sometimes it's only a few boards, and we do, you know, there's obviously we look at the people who definitely need it. Mm-hmm. We do a little bit of either a competition, highest ollie, longest ollie, those sorts of things. A couple of other fun games where kids can get stuff. But yeah, we sort of stretch the products further by doing them less.
Okay.
And by engaging the whole thing in a bit of a, as I said, it's almost like a mentoring event. It's not just skate, which is all good. Like, I love to see all that too.
Yeah.
But by having the mentorship behind it and telling a bit of our story and what it's all about, it makes people listen and be part of it, and then they're more receptive to maybe missing out.
Gotcha.
You know, because they're learning that it's more about, you know, building the community rather than just free skateboards.
About this free thing, yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's so cool.
Yeah. It's been a learning thing.
I can imagine, yeah. And it's probably still evolving. Like, so from that first event, like you said, you've sort of been, like taken over, 6 loads of donations or more?
More than that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I've sent all up now, I've sent nearly 1,200 decks.
No way.
Yeah, and I've got a garage at home that's probably got 400 ready
So
to go.
you'll send them over, and then you're entrusting that with your people over there to distribute them fairly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and as I go to different skate communities, I generally meet with, through the, meeting the communities in each spot. There's sort of usually one guy that stands out in that community. So then I feel comfortable enough to send a box direct to him.
Gotcha.
So then, sometimes that he can either distribute himself, he can wait till Malachi has an event there, wait till I come back. Just depends on,
So there are other people over there organising events. So then
Yeah.
you can then support those events.
Yeah.
So it's not on you to create specific events.
No.
Gotcha.
But
That's smart.
I kind of join in on all of them as much as I can, and even for Go Skate Day, for example, last year, just through sometimes 4 boards for an event, there was 11 different events through the Philippines that I sponsored.
Sweet.
So it gets my logo out there
Yep.
on all of them from, as I said, north to south of the Philippines.
And they've got product so they can actually run an event with prizes. Oh man, that's rad.
So, and so obviously, I try to send the better quality stuff. But anything and everything is usable and appreciated.
Dude.
So, as I said, 1,200 boards is just crazy. Plus, it's over 2 ton of stuff that I've shipped already.
So what, do you send a shipping container?
No.
How do you send it?
There's a Filipino thing that families here send to their relatives over there. And they're called balikbayan boxes.
Yeah.
And people send them over for Christmas, secondhand clothes.
Like
or
a
shoes.
pallet?
No, just boxes. Literally
just boxes.
Big boxes.
Wow. How interesting, eh?
Yeah, but it's door-to-door service. So they literally pick it up from my house. And, then it gets delivered to the person that I want it to go to.
Wow, man.
So...
where were you born?
Born in Canberra.
Canberra. Which part?
I was born in Warramanga,
Okay.
I think, or born in Woden Hospital.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. How long did you live there for?
Till I was 5. Yeah,
Okay.
Just starting school.
So you did preschool and stuff. And then where'd you move to from there?
Up to Foster.
Foster. Okay. Out of the cold.
Yeah.
Nice. And then grew up most of your life in Foster? Or?
Yeah, up in Foster and then moved to Newcastle after school.
Okay. So sort of late teens, early 20s?
Yep.
How would you describe your childhood then from say Canberra days through to Foster?
Yeah, pretty good. Don't remember a lot of Canberra. I remember some things.
Yeah.
And school was school. It was all right. Foster was, I don't know, very small town, beachy town. I'm not a beachy person at all. So, and I was into music and skating and stuff, and everyone was into surfing and
Footy
and whatever, or just bad music.
Okay. So I know you've shown me some photos which are amazing. In my mind, the original Woden skate park was a wooden vert ramp and a wooden mini ramp. And I have memories of going there. My dad took me there, I don't know why, but it would have been 1989. And I just started skating. I could just drop in. But you've shown me pictures of Woden skate park even before the wooden vert ramp.
Yep.
And they were, what was it?
They were made of Perspex. My dad built them in 1979.
Amazing.
That's where my skate involvement and history stems from. My very first memories in Canberra are of climbing up the frames before they even were put together at the skate park. And so I would have been maybe 3 then.
Quick, hold that picture up to the camera. Hold it up.
Yeah. So
go close to the camera. Go. Look at that. Oh, it's out of focus. Look at that, dude.
yeah. So
How's the perspex?
So it was crazy, and these ramps were just, I don't know, my whole upbringing. So dad went to the States and He had nothing to do with skating. He was just a businessman and just decided to, I don't know why he decided to get into the skating thing. But yeah, saw it as an up and coming trend or whatever.
Yeah. Did people have to pay to skate him?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a private skate
Private
park.
skate park.
Yeah.
Awesome. So 79, like it's a U-pipe with a roll in.
Yeah. No
platform on the vert
platform,
ramp.
no flat.
It's got like 3 foot of vert.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
Well, the theory was, like, back in the day, you never went over the platform.
No, of course not.
And with a 2 foot of vert, you went up, you came down.
Yeah.
You know, what goes up must come down. That was it.
Yeah.
So there was no idea of doing tricks over the lip.
Yeah.
So, so Dad built that and the big bowl that was there.
Give us a look at this. I got to see the bowl. I love this.
There it is.
So your dad built that?
Yep.
That was a Woden?
Yeah.
Hold that up to the camera properly. Like that. Just hold it. Right up. It's out of focus.
Yeah, so...
Just go that way a tad. No way.
Yeah, so that was pretty gnarly bowl.
I mean, actually, it's the same sort of shape design as Belco Bowl.
Sort of bigger
roll in.
Yeah.
But it's
just
still a
big
keyhole.
round bowl. Yep.
I wonder if they thought of that when they built Belco. Yeah, how interesting. I didn't even know there was a bowl at Woden. I always thought it was just vert ramp and mini ramp.
Yeah.
And it's got that red dust, that red dirt around it. I remember that as a kid.
Yeah, but it what happened or what part of the demise of the whole thing was Dad was one of the major importers of skate stuff to Australia, like all the big brands, Santa Cruz, GNS,
Distributor.
Powell. Yeah, distributor.
way.
Like before anyone else. And like I remember these boards, these big fat pig boards, you know, and I had them all the time growing up. But these guys that came into the skate park got busted for stealing stuff out of the shop, and so Dad got them banned. And then they came back one night and tried to set the place on fire, and they smashed sheets of the Perspex.
Right.
Yeah, and so that was one element that made everything go bad in terms of insurance and everything.
Okay.
But also back then, I believe a kid died in Canberra, the half pipe there. It was freshly made by the council.
The U-pipe. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So because they kind of copied that off after we built this.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, and so some kid went to skate in the middle of the night, and they found him dead in the morning.
Okay.
And so the insurance just went through the roof. Dad went bankrupt, and that's why we moved up to Foster.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What a backstory.
So, and we were kind of pretty well off and then went bankrupt. So,
okay, because of that chain of events.
Yeah. And Mum and Dad were pretty bitter for years about, you know, the amount of money they lost because of skateboarding and So, but yeah, they...
Off skating. So I guess like you would have heard a lot of negativity around skateboarding for a while there. Yeah.
But they were always supportive of me. Like, I think my 12th birthday, they surprised me with a 4-foot half pipe.
Okay.
That was in the front yard of our house.
So you were skating in those early years, like how old were you, like 10 when you started or earlier?
Oh, earlier. Like I was skating these ramps when they were there.
No.
I remember doing the roll in on the half pipe and I could always skate.
You don't have more pictures? Like, look at that. So there was like a W.
Yeah, W ramp.
Hold that up. Look at this. Look at the Perspex W. It's so wild.
Yeah, that was
Must
a
have
great
been
ramp,
slippery as.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Like it was thick Perspex.
Yeah.
I wonder why they used Perspex. Maybe because they thought, Perspex will bend.
It was just trendy. I've got a brochure there of these other ramps that you could order, you know. So
I want to see a Perspex ramp brought back.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see people through it, you know, like standing behind it, watching them skate as well.
I wonder if there's some way to treat the surface so it's not slippery. There's got to be.
I remember they used to put Coke on it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's the old school way.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's some sort of
pretty old school.
It's so old school.
Yeah, but after we went bankrupt and moved to Foster, they reclaimed the frames of the ramps and sold them to a place up near Foster.
Gotcha.
Like just north of Foster called the Grass Ski Park. I think it's called the Big Buzz now. Mm-hmm. And so they were there for several years set up, and like through my high school years I got to skate them again as a teenager. And so that was pretty cool. The guy there, the W rep was the same, but they put a flat in the half pipe and put platforms on it, put a roll in. They took two of the ends of the frames and put a ramp behind the half pipe, so it was almost like the chin ramp but with a platform. And that was a little bit smaller. It was like 9 foot at one end and 10 the other.
Interesting. I'm going to say that'd be around 88.
Yeah, it was earlier than that.
Earlier?
Yeah. I think they went there initially like with the same setup, and then when he resurfaced them the second time, that's when he did the changes.
He did the changes. Okay.
Yep. So, it would have been a few years after, like sort of maybe in 86.
Okay. Yeah. So you graduated high school in Foster.
Yep.
What did you go on to do after that in your early 20s?
I just got drunk.
Did you? Party period?
Yeah, pretty much. I moved to Newcastle to go to uni.
Nice.
And, I was studying nursing at uni.
Yeah, cool.
And, but just got drunk and went and saw bands. I was just a gig pig.
Is that because, like, you came to Newcastle and there's, like, a scene and there's a music scene? And you wouldn't have had that in Foster.
No, not at all. So, I used to go back to Foster and go on, like, my friend's radio show and take up CDs of, like, Spiderbait and Front End Loader and...
Front End Loader!
Yeah, all those kind of bands.
They're a good Newtown band.
Yeah, so I used to spend, like, a lot of time in Newtown.
Did you?
Did
you play music yourself?
No, just into it. A little bit.
Just like the scene and
Yeah.
Appreciation.
Yeah.
Dude. So you started, did you complete the uni? Okay.
Nah. I dropped out. But I got work because of the, experience I had from the nursing course. I got work as an AIN and just worked as an assistant in nursing homes.
Yeah.
And then just worked my way up again and then did my enrolled nursing.
Yep.
So, yeah. And then worked in aged care for 23 or 24 years.
In Newcastle?
Yeah.
So you came here for uni and never left?
Yeah.
That's a common thing I've noticed up here. I've met a bunch of people in that same boat. They came here for uni and then just went, hey, not a bad place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Never had any desire to like move to Sydney and things like that?
No, definitely not. Don't like Sydney. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. And it's not the beach thing in Newcastle because, as I said, I'm not a beach person.
Yeah, well, what is it you think? I mean, the music scene. It's got an amazing music scene, even still.
I mean, yeah, it was uni and music and then work, basically, and then I had girlfriends and, yeah, you just settle into life.
Get a network going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Dude.
Yeah.
But now, desire to leave.
Yeah, pretty much. Not that I want to leave Newcastle, but the world's out there, and Philippines might.
Do you feel called? You feel called?
Yeah,
to be there.
Yeah,
I know that feeling.
Also, just with life in Australia, with cost of living and all those things, and
can we go there?
Yeah, like it's just it's crazy. So like, there's so much more that can.
The tax system in this country is set up for you to never really to be able to get ahead. No. They want to keep you just above the poverty line.
Yeah.
So you keep working.
Yep. And
the banks, the government and the banks together are doing that.
And I was married, and after selling my house after the divorce, there's not enough to buy another house. And it's just I'll be renting here forever. Like, I'm too old to get another loan.
Yep.
I've got 2 small kids that I care for half the time. It's just hard to.
Like, it almost makes more sense, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've got an awesome community over there. I'm respected. That's where Salamat's been like a passion for me, and I had no idea it was going to lead me to maybe moving there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like created the path for where I'm going. So, yeah, I don't know.
I don't want to pry too much, but I'm asking because I'm genuinely curious. I mean, being a co-parent, and you said your children are younger, youngish. I mean, how would you see a move over there working?
I've got
Have you considered that, or?
Yeah, totally.
I'm curious.
Yeah, I've got 2 daughters.
Congratulations.
11 and 9. They're awesome little girls. Handful at times, and I'm terrified of them becoming teenagers.
Dude.
But they're great kids, and they're half Filipino. Their mum's Filo, as I said, and they're actually, we've sort of worked out that they're going to come with me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm looking at 12 months probably to just settle in and see, and
Have they got extended family there? Maybe?
Yeah, kind of auntie and uncles. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all really. But just even in terms of the network for myself for helping me with look after the kids is so much greater over there. Because like at the moment I work night shifts when I don't have the kids, and then I have the kids. And I get zero help from anyone. I'm just single dad. I do the whole thing myself. And, I love them to death. But, man, it's hard sometimes. It's really hard.
Bro, thanks for sharing this, man. I know there's people out there that are really feeling the same way. I think it is very hard to be a single parent and a single dad as well. And that doesn't get talked about as much as I reckon it needs to. And I sometimes wonder, over the years you hear about single dads, or in the situation you've been in, it's common for the dad just to disappear and just drop out of the scene.
Yep.
And to stay in their lives requires so much work.
Yep.
And I can see, I don't condone it, but I can understand it to an extent.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you're saying you work night shifts for a week. That's your week from not parenting, and then you're parenting. Yeah. And parenting by yourself is so tiring, right?
Yeah. As I said, I've got, because both my parents have passed away, family don't live close. I don't have friends that have got kids the same age as me. So, I literally get zero help. And that's pretty much been the last 5 years, since my wife and I separated. And she kind of went through... My ex-wife went through a bit of an issue, and that's partly what led to us separating. And I just had to step up and be the best dad I could be.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not knocking her at all. But yeah, it was a massive shift for me to just be to be there for the girls as much as I could, because she wasn't quite in the right
circumstances
frame of mind at the time. Yeah. So she's better now. And she's a good mum, and we share 50-50, and it's all good. We get along all right. We are able to make a phone call and say, hey, this or that, I'll help you out, this, whatever. It's been hard, really hard.
Right.
And so that, again, that's why the Philippines, just having that sense of community that the Philippines has.
And more support, you reckon?
Yeah, heaps more support.
But also, do you think there'll be because the cost of living will be effectively lower?
Heaps lower.
There's that stress relief from that. Because I think a lot of the stress in our country, I see in so many people, is they're literally struggling from week to week.
Yeah.
And and we live in a beautiful country, and there's a lot of great things about it, but it's hard to enjoy when you have to work 40, 50 hours a week.
Yeah, well, my current living situation's changing at the end of the year.
Okay.
Because of where I'm living. The people who own the house are coming back. So I've got to move anyway at the end of the year. So that's where, do I want to pay $700 a week to rent and then work my butt off to make everything work, or do I move to the Philippines? And I've got some money from selling the house, but as I said, it's not enough to do anything with it.
Can't get back in the market.
No.
Nor would you. Why would you want to either, with the interest rates as they are?
So whereas if I go over there, rent a place, I've got lots of...
So on paper, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
So fingers crossed it all all goes well. Philippines is an easy country in terms of visas, to at least stay for sort of 12 months. Mm-hmm. You can pretty much stay there 3 years without getting permanent residency, just by updating your tourist visa.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So,
okay, so it's some flexibility there, and you can work around that.
Yeah. Plus, one of the other things that's so good about Philippines, as opposed to everyone loves Bali and Thailand and all those, but Philippines, people basically all speak English. You know, they're taught English in school. They all have their own language. Yeah. But even just the simple
you don't
things,
have the language barrier.
Yeah. Where's the toilet? You know, that's so hard in other countries. Yeah. You know, so that simple, just how much is this, how to do that, whatever, you can kind of get by.
Okay, right.
So that makes the introduction to it a lot easier as well.
Oh man, I want to. Can I keep picking your brain, because I think it's just where we are. Is it where we are at the moment in our society with the things you're talking about? I think it's really intriguing, and I really appreciate you being so open and honest about it. You know, so. But I guess too, like for me, I've noticed is that going back to the cost of living thing, it's not just rent anymore. I mean, rent and mortgage has always been very challenging for people. They're the fundamentals, but you know, when fuel prices were over $2 and $2.50, and they may go up again. And then when you've got like even a cup of coffee now is $7 plus, and going to the grocery store, like you can't walk out of there without spending at least $100, and you've got just the basics. Yeah, I mean, you're really chasing your tail. Yeah, and I just love that you're being so honest about that. It's just a bit of a joke.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, and I've got a good living situation at the moment, because I'm basically house sitting my best friend's house. Right. And so that's working out great for me because they're traveling around Australia.
But it's temporary.
Yeah. So it's crunch time at the end of the year, and I
wonder if you could buy a property in Philippines.
You can't.
As a foreigner?
As a foreigner, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no ways around it like that. But you can get long leases and things like that.
Yeah, you can get like 50-year leases.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be around for another 50 years. That'll do me.
Yeah, no, I've heard that. Like, and even in parts of Europe, they do long leases. Whereas in Australia, it's so ingrained in our culture that you have to be a homeowner. Yeah, home ownership is like so important culturally. But really, you look at it on paper, the banks love this culture because they're the only ones really benefiting from it. You know, but you know, you're paying off this thing for 30 years. Yep. And, you know, you're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest. Like it's hard to, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But then my theory too is if you actually love the place you live, I understand why, you know, you'd want to get yourself in that situation. And
yeah, I just, I mean, obviously, as we sort of just touched on about my kids, like I'd hate to go without them. Like I'm not going to just pack up and go. But the fact that, you know, my ex-wife and I have discussed it, and she's happy for me to, you know, take the kids and see how things go. They're at a good age where it's not going to disrupt their schooling too much. They might actually learn and grow from it quite a lot as well, just from the, you know, the challenges that kids have at school anyway, you know, plus they'll sort of be the shiny new toy over there because they're half Aussie. So, like, you know, when they went over in January, they loved that everyone thought they were so pretty and, you know, like they really loved the attention that they got. And, you know, they enjoy it over there too.
Good and cultural experience, world experience. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, and that's where part of, to bring it back to Salamat, I wanted to show them that it's okay to be generous, like, you know, because they're spoiled kids, you know. I love them. They've got lots of toys and whatever, but, yeah, sometimes to see how other people live is really important.
100%, man. Yeah, I think it's so important for kids to have those cultural experiences early and realize there is a whole other world out there. Listen, I want to delve a little bit more into like your life journey a little bit. So like, you know, we did we did talk about your time as nursing and then moving to Newcastle and staying here with the potential move to Philippines. But I forgot to ask about like where was the actual idea for Salamat born? Like, were you just in Philippines on a holiday and you're seeing the skate scene? And I didn't ask you that.
Yeah, no, I because I used to collect boards a lot. Like,
So you were just collecting. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
I had a heap of boards at home, like hanging on the shed walls, and like heaps of reissues, and then got into the other stuff. Like I went nuts on, just it's part of my hoarder mentality, but I'd buy things off Marketplace for $10 just because I wanted the wheels, or it had indie trucks, or like how can that only be $10? I got to buy it, And then I had a pile of boards stacking up in my shed, like sort of 30 used boards that weren't used by me. They were just used boards that I'd bought.
Yeah.
And then a local guy put a post up saying, does anyone want any used boards? And I thought, yeah, I'll have those. And I was expecting a couple, and he gave me like nearly 30. And so my pile plus his pile ended up with like 90 boards, and I just went, yeah, I'm going to do this. Like I'd had the idea for a while.
Then you thought, okay, well, how can I give these away?
Yep. And because my wife's family still live in the Philippines, I thought there's someone that I can send it to, so I know it's safe. Then I also thought, because that was the scene that I'd been looking at, like people like Margie and Motic, and seeing their clips on YouTube and seeing how the skate scene was around them. I just thought, I know that it's going to help. So instead of, because boards here don't, like used boards, they're not appreciated,
I've got a funny story, like, because I do go through boards. Like, I've been skating a lot. I skate a fair bit, and I pretty much set up a new board every month. And I actually can't even give those things away, like my used boards, and they're a month old. Yep. I can't even give them away at the skate park.
Now you know where to go.
So I just keep them. And I'm glad I can give you some today.
Well, that's the thing, because I know skaters do that, and even collectors and whatever. They buy a board, even if they use it heaps, it's still got some life in it.
Yeah.
And then, there's also times they buy a board, they don't like the concave, they don't like the kick, they don't like the pop, they don't like those little things. And they're like, oh, what do I do with this? And so they sit them in the shed.
Yeah.
Plus then you've also got the kids that, get a skateboard for Christmas, the element completes or the globe completes, those sorts of things. And they just sit in the grandparents' garage, because they also got an iPad and a bike and everything else. So the skateboard gets used once and then sits there.
Yeah.
So like that's the other thing. So tapping into that excess that we have here, because Australia is so, we just keep going and buying more stuff.
We like to consume.
Whereas if you look at that.
Hold that up. Hold that up to the camera. So what have we got here? So wait up. That's a snap deck.
Snap deck with another bit on top.
And then repair.
Probably 30 nails hanging out of it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So show us the grip tape side. So show us where it was snapped, and they've actually like put grip tape. So that was in the Philippines.
Yeah, I bought that. Yeah. And this kid I actually sponsored.
That's amazing, dude.
Through Salamat, I actually sponsor this kid.
Yep.
Because he's so rad. He's such a good skater. But this is what he... because
and that's what he's skating on.
His poverty.
So they just bent over nails.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was an interesting trip through customs.
Yeah, right.
That.
It's wood and metal, yeah.
Excuse
Spiky
me,
metal.
like seriously.
No, for sure.
I nearly got the body search. But
Yeah.
But this kid's just such a good skater, and he was riding stuff like that. So every time I go over, I try to hook him up with stuff, and really support his skating, because I want him to have the opportunity to be seen as well. Because his skating is actually really good. Yeah. Go skate day, he wins like highest ollie and longest ollie. Yeah. But he struggles to have a pair of shoes. Like has to borrow shoes off someone.
I mean, is that the next thing? Do people donate shoes to you? You get that?
Yeah. I do shoes, anything and everything. Yeah. Even like crappy Kmart boards. Yeah. If people give them to me, I'm happy to, pull them apart. There's something I can use on it. The nuts off the trucks,
I love it.
or the deck bolts, or the washers underneath the bushings. I'll pull everything apart and just sort it and
It's funny. I did a podcast years ago with Omni Boards, Carrie Pogson from Omni Skateboards, and we did it in his factory down in Ulladulla. And I've been skating my whole life, but you don't really think about the process that goes into making a skateboard. And he really broke it down. He makes amazing skateboards, and he's been refining that process for 30 years plus. And so much work goes into it, and we don't really appreciate it. And since I did that episode, I really do try to make my boards last. Like, I'll skate them a bit longer. I'll make sure they're really dead before I stop skating them. So, and I think we really do not appreciate that, and the privilege. And the other thing you sort of tapped into is like, there's people in their garage, they got their Christmas completes, they're not skating. I'm wondering, with the advent of e-bike popularity, I feel like e-bikes are going to kill skating more than anything else ever has.
Yep.
Because young people these days, like, why would they want to go skating where they could potentially hurt themselves, or they could just zip around town with a gang of their mates on an e-bike?
Yeah, it's just
it's
nuts.
so weird.
So, and that, as I said, that's what I've sort of tried to tap into, is to try to source those things that people have just sitting around.
Sick.
And that snap board with the nails, that's common there. It's not like a one-off. Like, pretty much in every skate community I've been to over there, there's 2 or 3 of those in every community. And then there's the people that ride the boards where there's basically no nose or tail. Like, they're just worn down.
So sick.
And they're still skating. They're still doing what they can.
So amazing.
The wheels are like the 90s little bearing covers, So, that's why, some people don't think there's enough life left in their board, but I'm happy to take anything because it's still going to help.
Like, you don't realise how important it would be to someone comparatively. That's the comparison.
Yeah. And there's this skate school thing over there in Shargau, not where everyone does the surfing and the surf skate stuff.
Cloud 9.
Yeah, just north of there, like north on that same island. And there's this group called Surf and Skate with a Mission, and they do like Bible studies and stuff, but they use skateboarding. We've donated some stuff there, but they use skateboarding to get the kids to go to school. You can ride at lunchtime if you get to skate. If you come to class, you can skate at lunchtime.
Right.
And it's been
it's
really
transport.
Good. Yeah. And it just it just helps the kids stay in school, because they want to skate, and they've only got like 5 boards. So even some of the rough boards that I've got, my next shipment that's going next week is going to go to Surf and Skate with a Mission to try and deck them out with, like, because they have to share between schools as well, like the 5 boards, So, trying to get them all decked out with enough boards so they can keep more kids in school. And, it's so much. There's so many little stories of just life-changing moments. Like, it sounds silly. Like, I mean, we all love our skateboarding, but, literally life-changing moments there.
Man, it sounds
Through
like
having
it.
a skateboard.
I can, and I love that, like, the passion and the inspiration you're feeling from it. Like, I can feel it from you. Like, it's so cool that you've found a way that you can, like, help this world. And be of purpose. Yep. And I think at our core, we're all looking for ways we can be of purpose, right?
Yeah.
I mean, is it are you registered as like a charity yet, or not yet?
No, because it's all just run by
Early
me.
days.
Here in Australia, it's just me.
Yeah, but if you were to develop it over there in conjunction with local government, it would have to be like a registered charity organisation or NGO.
I don't know over there. Yep.
Or is it a bit more relaxed with that kind of stuff?
Some of that, I think it's probably more relaxed over there.
Yeah.
Because they do have, like, for other things, like even just clothing and whatever, they do have more charities that do stuff over there. But that's why I just focus with the skating. It's where my passion is. It's a different sort of angle to go on, and But like, there was one girl I gave a skateboard to at an event, never skated before.
Yep.
She actually went there with roller skates, and now her dad went and bought a skateboard. Her mum rollerblades. They go as a family and skate around, and they do vlogs and stuff of like the skate fam, and she skates home from school and the dad wrote me a note that said, "You changed the trajectory of our family that day." Those are big words.
Changing lives, man.
Yeah. And another one of my favourite stories from that first event that I had, the night before the big event with 350 people, I met with some of the older guys that look after the park and stuff. And there was this one guy, Stephen, and he had his daughter Steph there when we all met for dinner.
Yeah.
And she was a young girl, 9 or 10, very similar to my daughter. And a few months after the event, she passed away. Yeah, she got dengue fever and died. And he spent a lot of time at the skate park with her and with his homies and stuff, but he couldn't get himself back to the skate park at all. Like after she passed, he couldn't see her friends, couldn't see his friends. It was just too hard for him. And then when I went over, I had stickers made up that said "Roll Forever Steph" and my logo and stuff with a little tear under the sunglasses. And so I gave out like hundreds of stickers so that everyone skating that day would remember Steph. And he came out to see me and got back to the skate park. So there's like all these 40-year-old men all hugging each other and crying and, And then a couple of months later, they end up having a memorial skate day for her, which he went to. And, now he's back and attending skate events and part of the whole scene again. And it was sort of through Salamat that helped him break that barrier with his grief. And that's just so much bigger than he's a skateboard, and I gave him a board that said "Roll Like a Girl."
Mm-hmm.
And
that's right.
Yeah. So it was a pretty special thing.
So much bigger than just a skateboard.
Yeah. But that's what skateboarding is though. If you're not a skateboarder, you just see a skateboard and kids or whatever.
I mean, and that's what's emerged over the years. I mean, even recently I did an episode with Nigel Cameron from Totem Skateboards, and really, skateboarding is just a conduit for building community and bringing community together. And, over the years, there's like other big, like Skater Stand is really known for that. It's more than skateboarding, and there's like other organisations like Big Heart and
the Uganda skate
the
scene.
Uganda. Oh my God, those guys, they're huge now.
Yeah.
And like, oh my God, that crappy skate park they had. I mean, and there's like Skater Mind, and there's all these other really cool initiatives where it really comes down to just building up individuals and their confidence and connecting them and stopping the isolation. Like, do you think like in our society we're more isolated than ever because of
social
like
media and stuff?
Not
that community spirit, which skateboarding still hangs on to, I think, and that's again something that I wanted to share. Like when I had my separation from my wife, and that was really shit time, and it was the skate community that got me through it, and that was more the collecting guys, just other people that I'd met just through the collecting scene, and because we're all a bunch of misfits, and you just sort of connect with people on
distracted you from the chaos that was going on. Yeah.
And just other blokes that had been through it as well, and it's good to sort of know that you're not alone, and that's where the skating thing really supported me. And again, what I wanted to share.
Thank you, man. And and I love that you're talking about that, because I firmly believe that there's a lot of men who do take their own life post separation, divorce. Like it's kind of like not spoken about that much.
Yeah. It was rough. It was really rough, man. The worst time of my life.
I mean, aside from losing your personal relationship, like what else was really hard about it? Was it all of a sudden separation from children as well?
Not so much that, because I had them sort of still half the time.
Yeah, okay. So
it was just also, as I said, my ex had some issues. So it was seeing someone that I care about going through that. And I was also in a position then where I couldn't help her. I could see that she was having issues, but I couldn't help. So, that was hard. And just again, that feeling of loneliness and, that sort of failure. All of that
And then
stuff.
like your world's crumbling, and then like you said, selling your house, which is also
I had
stable thing.
Yeah, I had my dad pass away, which Dad, through skating and everything, was a big part of my life. Dad passed away, and then it was maybe 12 months later that the divorce happened. And then that was also during COVID and stuff as well. I also lost my job at the nursing home because they did a big restructure. It was nothing I did wrong, but they're like, oh, we can offer you a position like at Shoal Bay, which is, kilometres away, and I'm like, well, that doesn't work, So, so I lost my wife, my dad, my job, all within like
and then your house.
18 months, and then my house, and just even the potential of losing my kids because you don't know how it's going to go. Yeah, that was tough.
Survived, bro.
Yeah,
survived, man.
And I'm not a down person. Like, I like to be happy.
I can tell.
And that's part of why I wanted to do Salamat as well. I just wanted to, initially it was I wanted to have a holiday, and go and do something good. And just, I didn't like being miserable. So I wanted to and like you watch the news and all the other crap, it's negative, negative, negative all the time. And I was feeling negative, and I didn't want to contribute that out into the world. I wanted to do that positive thing and share that positive vibe and good vibes. And like, I feel like this weird happy guru now. Like, I just love giving people advice, not in a stuck up way, but just helping people through their shit.
And giving.
Yeah. Just saying, it's okay to be shit, but it's also up to you. You can do something about it as well. Like, I know how hard it is, and it's not just like, oh, get over it. Like, just be happy. There's so much more than that. But you've also got to decide in yourself to be happy and to do something about it. Even just with the skate things, I often say, like, I just woke up and decided, no, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to do something positive. I'm going to put it out there. And just all the, whether you want to say blessings or good vibes or karma or whatever, that all comes back. Once you're putting the good out, the good comes back. So, that's what I love about it all.
It's beautiful, man.
Yeah, but it was tough. But the other thing with skating and with why I think it works so good over there in the Philippines is that once I get aboard, then they're equal with everyone. Once they're at the skate park, doesn't matter how rich you are, how poor you are. If you're ripping, you're just a skater. Yeah, so it just takes down all of those boundaries. And over there, because of the disparity, between the difference from the wealthy to the poverty, it
levels it out. It levels out the class system.
Yeah, totally. So,
right.
Yeah. So that's what it's about,
right,
as well.
It's like, I know it's like, it's so obvious that giving is the key to happiness, and this is not a new philosophy.
No.
But actually putting it in action, because we get so self-absorbed, like me, what's in it for me? Look at my problems. And you can break through that by just getting out of yourself.
Yeah. Well, Salamat means thank you in Filipino.
Gotcha. Okay.
And my mum kept saying, why are you saying thank you to them? And I'm like, but yeah, like it's partly because once they get something, they all say it back to me. Salamat, salamat,
But do you think it's also like gratitude?
Oh yeah, I'm so
like, it's also a word that represents gratitude in a way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what it's come back to me as.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all about, I'm so thankful for the whole experience. Like, I'm driving it, but everything has just been amazing. Like the contacts that I've had and just hanging with the skaters, they're great people. Like, I know most of the skaters that are on their national team, and just like the stars of their whole skate scene, and actually physically helped, like giving people boards because they needed boards, and 187 hooked me up with knee pads and stuff, which I took over.
Yeah, protective gear.
Yeah.
Actually, I got a present for you. Another present just reminded me.
Sweet.
Look, what would you say to someone like a bloke right now who's just going through what you went through, is at the start of what you went through, because you're on the other side of it.
Yeah.
And it looks like life's beautiful for you now. Maybe in some ways better. I don't know. But what would you say? What advice would you give to someone who's just a bloke who's who's in it right now? Losing maybe family, losing relationship, losing job.
Yeah. I don't know, really. I guess just don't focus on the down days. Stay true to yourself. If you know that, you're not a piece of shit, and you can make a difference in the world, like even if it's in your world or your kids' world, just day by day, just chip at it. You don't have to have grand plans to be a megastar after it. You just got to get through day by day. And that's the thing, I guess, is just staying that positive and
one day at a time,
and just believing in yourself to get through it as well. And reach out to your friends, talk to your friends, tell them you feel like shit. That this is fucking hard. Because sometimes it is that hard, and you've got to just get it out. Don't go home and just think there's nobody. Tell a mate, tell anyone, tell me, message me. I'll chat to anyone.
And it does get better.
It definitely does get better. And if you want to dwell on the shit, you're going to stay in the shit. You've got to realize that you need to put a little effort in, but it will get better. Yeah.
Nice. No, I like that. In the Philippines, what's their main religion?
Most are Catholic Christian.
Catholic Christian. Like, is it quite big over there? That it is.
Yeah, church life. Yeah, very big.
Okay, it's not something you got involved in?
A little bit. Like just this last trip I went in May, I was actually part of a conference over there that was held by. There's a group called Ride Nation, and they had this conference called ACTA, which is a call to action. And it had like Josh Harmony, who used to skate for...
what does that name ring a bell?
Pro skater for Toy Machine.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and Fallen Shoes and stuff.
Okay.
He's now a pastor. And so it was... the conference had people from like different action sports and stuff from all around the world: Taiwan, Canada, US, China, several from the Philippines, obviously. And it was talking a bit about how to reach the youth, and some of it was preaching the gospel stuff, but it very much was exactly what we've been doing with our events.
Mm-hmm.
So like Malachi and I sat there just going, like...
In terms of values, morals.
Yeah.
Like values, like, I mean, you said you talk about resilience, falling down, getting back up again, which is, I think, one of the key values of skateboarding.
Yeah.
And you were saying that the church was doing similar.
Yeah, and that's sort of their focus. And, it was just cool to meet with different people from different communities. And they because there was a bit of a strong Filipino contingent there, they'd all knew about Salamat because they sort of had the effect of some of the events in their communities. So, like it got across the board pretty quickly that, Salamat's made a difference there. And so even though the organisers were kind of telling us what to do, we were already living it and doing it. So, but it was just good to network with different people.
Yeah, cool.
So, and like some of that started with, like a bit of sing-song happy stuff, which was, it's all good. All good people. And that was the thing, that it was just good people with good hearts doing good things.
Yeah.
That's what it was about.
I guess the reason I ask is I lived in Indonesia for a while there, and comparatively to Australian culture, religion is just the foundation of every single thing they do, and everyone believes in everyone's religious or affiliated with a religious denomination, but even if they're not, they all have a strong belief in a spiritual realm.
Yep.
And I think I'd heard that about Philippines. I thought they might have been Christian predominantly, but...
Yeah, so it is a massive part of their life there. And even, like some of the events that we've had, like we start with, sort of a bit of a prayer or even, just the Philippine national anthem.
Yeah.
Just... as I said before, we go into the whole mentorship and about that. And sometimes, like the other skate leaders that are involved in the thing talk, they might do a bit more preaching sort of thing with the community. And because that's not really my role to do there. Mm-hmm. And, if that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes,
It's part of that, like, adapting.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
No. As I said, it's just good people with good hearts, good intentions,
Totally, yeah.
And that's what I like. I've seen the good and bad of the Christian lifestyle, and good people that aren't Christians and bad people that are. So
Yep. No, it's good. It's another perspective on it and helping us understand.
Yeah, it is very much part of the culture there. So you just got to roll with it as well. And as I said, it's not something to get offended by.
No.
So,
Oh no,
it's
no way.
just their way of life.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah.
Well, listen, Ray, man, it's beautiful, man. Is there anything else you want to like share or show us before we start to wrap it up?
Not really. Just if
wonderful.
People want to contact and get on the socials about donating anything.
Where can they find you?
On Instagram and Facebook under Salamat Skateboard Project.
Yeah.
Reach out there. As I said, the whole thing's run by me. So if you're sending a message, it goes to me. There's also several places around Newcastle that you can donate boards, like East End, Surf and Skate, Amigos, which has just been an awesome support. Ty there is an absolute legend.
Shout out.
He's helped right from day one. Never even knew the guy until I walked in and told him about it.
I know.
And he's just supported massively. So
how about his moustache though? That's the real problem.
I don't know. It's I don't know.
No, it's right. I'm just jealous.
Yeah.
Jealous of that moustache.
So East End and Amigos have been my major support. Obviously anyone else who's contributed, I just want to massively thank them. Locally, Jesse Noonan just on the weekend donated a heap of boards. And just anyone and everyone that's helped.
Is his brand Skate Lobster?
Croc Lobster.
Croc Lobster.
Yeah.
But then he's got Skate Vantage.
Yeah, that's the disability work he does.
Dude, the guy's a saint.
Yeah, and he does the
He's a
skate
legend.
schools. And
I think he won like Person of the Year or something in Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Is that what the award was? Like Man of the Year? No. Probably like Community Dude of the Year.
Citizen of the Year.
He's a great man. That guy's a legend. Like he's the most unique and energetic human I think I've ever met. I love him.
Stoked to have his support behind Salamat and
Sick.
Yeah, just anyone that even just people like Kieran Woolley, who's a legend. Like catching up with him on the weekend, just having him come up and say g'day. So that I'm starting to get recognised here in Australia now for what I'm doing. It's getting the brand of Salamat across the companies.
Start building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and I guess then future sort of directions, it's got a few ways it can go, but it seems like it's definitely going into community events in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So yeah, would you recommend people to go and check out Philippines, go and visit?
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
it's on my to-do list.
Yeah, Philippines is just just awesome.
Skate.
As I said, the people are just super friendly. The skate scene there is unreal.
Yeah.
Hit me up if you want to know where to go and who to see.
Definitely.
And plus just the most amazing beaches and waterfalls and volcanoes and everything.
Tropical weather.
Yep. Oh yeah,
Nice.
It's hot and sweaty.
Dude, I'm over winter.
Yeah.
I hate
So
winter.
cheap accommodation everywhere too.
Well, value for money, you know.
Crazy nightlife. Crazy nightlife.
I don't party. I did. I used to party. You still party?
I do party.
Go easy, mate. Well, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I will drop a link to how you can connect with Ray in this episode's show notes. So if you scroll down, doesn't matter what platform you're listening on, it will be in the show description. You can also go and check the episode out on terriblehappytalks.com, where you will also find a range of articles to read now. I've been busy writing some articles. There's one up there with Seb from Galleria Skateboards. I interviewed Ranger, Josh Stanley from Canberra. What else have I got up there? I did one with Dan Pitcher from Gold Coast, amazing bowl skater, and much, much more. So go and check it out. And anyway, Mr. Ray Martz, everyone.
That's it. Thank you.
Thanks, Ray.
Thanks so much, man.
You.